Hi, I'm John O'Reilly, Creative Director at indie game studio Flightless. Today I'd like to give you a look at Doomsday Vault, our adventure puzzle game launching on Nintendo Switch, Steam, and Epic Games Store in July. Flightless is a small indie studio based in Mount Maunganui, New Zealand. We're formerly a design studio and have made the move to full-time game development over the last few years. We often find ourselves developing game ideas that have environmental themes to them. We're not keen on forcing educational information down people's necks. That can be counterproductive. But we think important themes for our world can become great game settings. The inspiration for Doomsday Vault came from articles we had read about the Svalbard Global Seed Vault, nicknamed the Doomsday Vault. This vault is located above the Arctic Circle, between Norway and the North Pole, and is a huge safety deposit box for a lot of the world's agricultural biodiversity. Melting ice was compromising the vault, and we thought that was a real spark of an idea. What would happen if this failed? What would happen if there was some kind of disaster that meant we lost this backup? There would need to be a new mission to gather up the world's precious seeds. We knew we wanted to make a game around this central idea that gave the player a sense of adventure and responsibility, with themes of exploration, treasure hunting, and collecting. In Doomsday Vault, you're on a lone mission in a post-climate collapsed Earth. The population has been evacuated off-world, and your mission is to collect the precious remaining plant life and return it to the Doomsday Vault, which doubles as your base of operations. In the vault, you can store the precious seeds safely and generate a sustainable crop from each seed. As the central character, you are a combination of Indiana Jones and Wall-E for the plant world. You are alone, but resourceful and practical. You adventure around the world in your robotics suit, and use your suit's tools and abilities to explore challenging environments, to find seeds from critical plant species, and return them to the safety of the vault. We wanted the main character to be science-based, and the robot suit to be their exoskeleton. It was important to us that the gameplay was accessible for younger audiences, and that there was non-violent gameplay. The robot suit is equipped with science and expedition-based tools, not guns, for navigating the treacherous terrain and recovering the precious seeds. We took the design of the robot suit intentionally towards a vinyl designer toy feel. We wanted an appearance with simplistic but stylized forms. The themes of Doomsday Vault are fairly serious. However, we didn't want everything to feel too gloomy. The level of abstraction in the character design and the scene art is intentional and helps remove that sense of realism. This iconic rather than realistic approach enables us to be more playful. This is further enhanced by providing players with unlockable suit customization options. The post-climate collapse world theme provides us with interesting locations to explore. The story unfolds gradually and is told through the environments that the players travel through. The first region is intended to frame up the game thematically. The flooded city has 3 levels that convey the impact of climate collapse on everyday urban life. The player has to wayfind over rooftops and use floating objects to their advantage. The second region is set in and around one of the spaceport facilities that was set up to manage Earth's evacuation. There are 4 levels in this region, with players needing to gain access to various parts of the facility from outside the perimeter. Region 3 introduces a darker side to the story, with the presence of a potentially nefarious corporation. Gain access to their complex, and be wary of the security drones that are a constant threat throughout the 3 levels of this region. The pyramids are an iconic location associated with hot, dry desert, but in Doomsday Vault Region 4, the pyramids are underwater. Mazes, hidden doors, tricks and traps, and code-cracking puzzles are a feature of this large 4-level region. As Doomsday Vault has evolved, it's definitely moved towards a faster-paced gameplay. So much so that there is a separate set of bite-sized challenge levels outside of the main adventure story mode. Puzzles have been designed to be accessible to younger players while still being challenging for adults. To help with this, we introduced the robot's tools, abilities, and other game mechanics gradually, so people are familiar with them individually before combining them into more complex puzzles. Most puzzles also support figuring them out through trial and error, without fail conditions. So even those who aren't able to work out a puzzle straight away can start trying things and eventually figure it out. The seeds are all selected for the important role they play on Earth. While the game premise is fictional, we wanted to expose players to factual information about the importance of these plants. Plant information is succinct and covers varieties that are both interesting and crucial for food production, medicinal, pollination, and construction purposes.
Thanks. I hope you've enjoyed this look at Doomsday Vault. We're looking forward to releasing it soon to a wider audience.